So here we are at Mill Lodge Retreat in deepest, darkest Essex, and we're at the race. So the race competitions have been set up. We've got one at Foxearth, one at Mill Lodge and one at Parco in Italy. And this one here is just basically the biggest fish wins. I love the idea of the competition of the biggest fish wins because everybody's in it right until the end. Last year at this venue, me and Michael were doing really well. We had a lovely 30-pound common. I think it was the biggest common in the lake. And then Stuart and Shane nipped it at the end.
Yeah, boy.
So all to play for. Let's see what happens on this weekend at Mill Lodge Retreat. Okay, so the draw's been done. Pod 1, yeah? Very good. I was a little bit nervous. I always get nervous on these things myself. I'm never too worried about it, but what I could see was happening was still 3 pegs at the top end where it's shallow and it's warm, and that up there was still in it, and pod 3 down this end, and Michael picked pod 3 down this end. I was a little bit frustrated when it come out. I'd have taken any of those 3 up there. But yeah, that's the name of the draw. Gear's getting sorted out now. I think that's actually my gear going past. It's all sorted now, so that's what everyone's going to get delivered to their swims, get all set up, get the rods out, and we'll be fishing by 2 o'clock. Done. Let's get some rods out. They keep doing this, don't they? Keep sticking their heads out. Yeah. Yeah. So you can come around, Michael. Michael's just getting his rod out.
Poke you in the ear with that.
Just got a little bit of a bird attack then, so we just had dinner. Absolutely wonderful meal again, cooked by Chris. Had a huge burger, could hardly get my mouth around there. It's a massive thing. And everyone's just getting settled now, seeing a few people getting ready for the night's action, hopefully. No fish have been caught yet, but it was similar to that last year. Yeah? I think a lot of noise, a lot of rods going out. Now everyone's getting settled down, finding their spots. Fingers crossed for tonight. First night proved to be very quiet, but Lewis and Emily over in Peg 1 kicked off the race 2023 at Mill Lodge with a lovely scaly mirror. That's 14. We've got a cracking 14-pound Mill Lodge mirror to start off the race 2023. Well done, Emily. Well done, Lewis. Beautiful fish, isn't it?
Yeah.
Not going to tell anyone else yet. Solid bag down the margin, that one, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Superb. Loving that. Well done, Emily, on this fish. The race is underway. Saturday morning, 7 o'clock in the morning. Lewis and Emily have just had a 14-pounder at first light, but it was pretty quiet last night. I spoke to a couple of the guys. I've actually been up since 2:10. That's why I'm so blurry-eyed. I could hear a few fish slopping about, and I think what I've done is I've gone too far, too close to the far margin. I think the fish dropped off into deeper water. Interestingly, asking them, not asking too many questions about where they're fishing, that would have pried too much, but I think they had it when they were talking about the length of the drop in slightly deeper water. These fish are quite pressured in this lake. Bait boats and baiting poles are used, so they're quite used to having it quite tight to the margin, and I've got a funny feeling same sort of thing happens at Foxearth actually. At night the fish tend to drop off into deeper water, so that's going to be my tactic for tonight. I'm going to stick with the zigs during the day because it's going to be really hot, 30 degrees, 31 degrees today, and then tonight definitely drop shorter, hoping for that fish. Although the race is a competition, it's a friendly competition. Like-minded people coming together, enjoying time on the bank. As part of the package here at Mill Lodge, there's a great breakfast cooked by the guys, delivered to the swims so everyone can keep fishing long into the day. Lee and Jacob up in Peg 7 fished really well last year, catching some lovely fish. I think they're keen to make their stamp on this competition again this year.
I just wanted a different pod, just for a different experience, and this one here, so pod 7, I mean, it's like a different lake here from pod 1. We had to do a bit of weed clearing. I think it's scared them off a little bit, but
I've seen a couple of little swimming about.
Yeah. I mean, there's plenty to go at, but it's just difficult.
Yeah.
I think everyone's struggling in this heat. Yeah, all to play for still.
Barry Galton up in Peg 8 has gone from catching one of the biggest commons in Europe at £87 to one of the smallest, just a little double here from Mill Lodge. But him and Paul are really happy to be off the mark in this friendly competition. Saturday afternoon, barbecue time. It is absolutely red hot. It's the hottest day of the year so far, into early September, and it's still red hot in the UK. And yeah, barbecue time, everyone's reeled in. Going to come round, have a little bit of a chill out, have some really nice food that's been prepared by the staff at Mill Lodge. And just a couple of fish been caught so far, but I'm hoping now the peak of the heat has come and gone. Temperature's going to start creeping down from now on in, and we've got till 10 AM tomorrow morning to see if we can get a big one. Whilst everyone's stuffing their faces at this amazing barbecue, I'll just quickly explain about the race competitions. They were set up to bring together like-minded people to have a fun weekend and to keep everybody in it till the end. The reason for the one big fish is that anybody can catch that big fish, even up to the last hour. On top of that, I'm lucky enough to have the event sponsored by the Tackle Box, so there's gift vouchers handed out to the winners, and also Mill Lodge have sponsored a weekend for the winners too. It's always a fantastic friendly competition where everyone enjoys their time on the bank. Still very hot, just getting everything ready for the last night. I've got a feeling about tonight. I did say that I had a feeling about tonight. It's often the case in these competitions that once things settle down, everybody gets into their rhythm, that a few fish start being caught. Lewis and Emily again kicking it off over in Peg 1 with another Mill Lodge scaly bagger. Following on from their lovely scaly fish, Paul and Robert in Peg 6 are into a lovely fully scaled this time.
12 and a half.
12 and a half,
Yeah.
Well done though. Very good. Blurry eyed, 2:30 in the morning, round in pod 6, and they've got a really, really pretty fully scaled mirror here. Just was sorting out the media team. Michael's just had a run off one of my rods. He had first fish for this trip because I had a fish last year, and he's got fish down there as well, so it's all kicking off 2:30 in the morning on the Saturday night. Absolutely beautiful, beautiful Mill Lodge mirror.
It's lighter than I thought.
It's got to be over 13 and a half.
£13.
It's
a pretty one.
At the minute, we've taken the lead. Well done, Michael.
Well happy.
Cool ass.
Well happy with this. Lovely £15 mirror. Still got our barbels on. Mint. Absolutely mint.
It's all been kicking off as well. 12 and a half pounder in pod 6, and Lewis and Emily had a fish earlier on that took them into slightly lead, 13 and a half pound. This one's 15 pound, and we've just heard that Lewis and Emily have got another one in the sling waiting to be weighed. It's all kicking off on a Saturday night.
Well happy.
Great stuff, Michael, well done.
Nice.
Good evening, good evening.
Hello. Do you want any tips on catching 14 pounders?
Well, we've just had one at 15 pounds, so yeah.
It's going to be very close.
Yeah. 16. Oh, if that's the case, we've literally just had we had the lead for 5 minutes if this is bigger. It's like, no, yeah, we got the lead. And then you're like, no, you ain't.
I thought, oh, that looks quite big, because it's quite big, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
So I thought, yeah, it's going to be
like
Have you weighed it quickly then, or?
We just did because
yeah, yeah.
we thought if it's not bigger then there's no point.
Well, let's get this done properly then. Me and Michael have just taken the lead round there. And not to be beaten. Emily and Lewis here have got another one.
Oh no, it's the same way. I think you just pipped it, Pete.
It's 14.5, is it?
No, 14 3/4.
14 3/4. We're in the lead still. £1/4, we're still in the lead. Michael, we're still in the lead. It's cracking fish low. Yes, yeah. Well done to you two though. We jump in? Go on, get in there. Teamwork makes the dream work. Fish number 3.
Saturday night into Sunday morning did not disappoint. Quite a few fish have been banked now, however none of the big fish that reside in Mill Lodge have been caught yet. It's all still to play for in the race up until the last hour.
Come on! Yay! Beautiful little Mill Lodge mirror, this one. Another little double. We haven't got in amongst any of the big fish here, but still really welcome. Probably on about 6 or 7 fish now, maybe a little bit more. Really pretty fish. And last couple of hours of the race now, and the competition's on. Who's going to catch the biggest fish? Everybody's still in it till the last 10 minutes, really. The final whistle's gone. Everyone's getting packed down now. The little gators are going around picking up everybody and taking the gear back to the car. It's all part of the service here. Still a bit of excitement in the air. I think everybody's enjoyed it that much. Closing ceremony coming up now, and we've basically got, looking at the board, 10 fish have been caught altogether. None of the big ones have been out, but some really pretty fish at Mill Lodge 2023. Right, so the list of fish then. So in pod 1, absolutely fantastic fishing with Lewis and Emily there. They ended up with 4 fish, yeah? So a massive round of applause to those. I'm just going in chronological order here. So pod 3, Michael and Pete with 2 fish in the end. Pod 4, Stuart and Shane with 1 fish, done really well. No, they're happy with their fish to get one in the end. As we know, it's not been easy this weekend. Really pleased with this one. Pod 6 with Paul and Robert there. Robert getting his first fish on my weekends as well, and an absolutely cracking fully scaled. So I'd like a round of applause for that, because he's fished really well. Barry and Paul in pod 8. So there was 2 fish caught up there. So another round of applause for that. It's great fishing up there. And then just to finish off, slightly embarrassing so, but the biggest fish of £15 to Michael and myself. So the Contefix, he's done the weighing. Okay, Michael, do you want to come and, you can hold that up, buddy.
Thanks, Karen.
Just so you know, for the prizes with that, so it's 2 nights for Mill Lodge, so they've sorted that out, and then the tackle box as well sponsored £100 worth of vouchers and that as well. So thank you very much again. Yeah, cheers for that. Thank you.